I'm double dipping again. Okay, my last video was ridiculously long, and but as always, you can listen to it on 2x. That's what I do when I want to consume something, but like, let's say I only have 20 minutes or 10 minutes, and I'm like, okay, let me just put it on 2x. And that's my little life hack for podcasts and videos. And I'm not offended if you put my shit on 2x, so here's your permission. By the way, stop it. Stop looking for permission. That's what I wanted to say. Oh, before all that, hold on. I'm rude. Hi. Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you've never seen me before. Today's energy is a little bit chaotic, so bear with me, but I created this channel to, initially it was to get over my fear of being seen, and because it was something I wanted to do for a while, but then it turned into me channeling messages for whoever the collective that ends up resonating with my content. And so here we are, and we're learning and growing along the way, and we're co-creating this experience. And so if there is something that you want to know more about, or something that you want to see specifically, let me know. But I'm just going to tell you what I think that you need to hear, or at least what I want to share, or what is coming up that I am being called to share. And today it was a message about signs, and because I don't ever want it to get misconstrued, and that's why I'm not really, this isn't a channel for like tarot and spirituality and numerology, astrology, any of those things. I may touch on those, and those are things that I am interested in, and I kind of weave in here and there, but I don't want you to get too attached to anything, myself included. This video, like, I want you to really think for yourself and feel for yourself and tune in within above all else. And that's kind of like the core of all my messages. I'm not here to teach you or guide you, lead you, per se. I am just here to act as a mirror and to remind you of who you are. And I really don't like this energy that is being promoted in a lot of spiritual contexts of constantly needing to change and evolve and this and that and reach higher planes and looking down on others that are of a lower frequency and all this garbage, frankly. I don't really relate to any of that. I try not to get too attached to any idea or concept, because what I do is really take the time to listen, to tap in, to go within, and to uncover inner wisdom. And for that to happen, I kind of have to tune everybody else out. And that's kind of what I wanted to share as well, is stop looking for signs. If you want a sign, look at a stop sign and stop. Stop just consuming mindlessly, especially like spiritual things. Like, I really don't resonate with, oh, here's your sign, this is a sign, it's always a sign, oh, the stars are in the shape of a triangle, and so that means what I'm not saying to dismiss signs or not pay attention or like be observant, be aware, be present. And if something feels like it's speaking to you, the point is, don't just go chasing signs. It seems like you are always looking for somebody else to either give you confirmation, validation, permission, or whatever the case may be. And if that's what you are getting from whatever it is that you're consuming, then it's low-key harmful and distracting from the truth, which is that everything is already within you. And technically, I'm giving advice right now, and you're free to listen or not listen. But my point is, don't take things directly to heart. Like, allow it a little bit of time to process and see how you feel about it. Like, that's the danger of advice. Even with like interpersonal matters, when you ask someone like, what should I do? I had this like funny scenario happen recently where somebody came into the place that I work, and they ordered something and they were there to pick it up, and then they were like, oh, I'm late for my appointment across the street. And they looked at me and they're like, what should I do? It was like a little comical, because I'm like, this was a grown up person, you know, not like a child. And I'm like looking at them, I'm like, I mean, what would you normally do? This is not what I said. This is what I'm thinking in my head. And my response was, okay, well, do you want me to bring the thing to you when you're ready? And like, they're like, oh, are you sure? I don't know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, go to your appointment. Like, I'll bring it to you. It's fine. You know, customer service, whatever. We weren't busy. It was not a big deal. It's literally was right across the street. Not a normal service that we provide, but like, I mean, they were just kind of like threw their hands up in the air and like, what do I do? I don't know what to do. And it was like, it was endearing in a way. I don't want to sound like I'm like judging, but I saw this as like such a analogy of how a lot of people live their lives. They're kind of just like, I don't, what do you mean? What do you do? Like, what do you do? Like, answer your own question. I don't know. So they were just like, they just froze and were like waiting for someone else to save them, for someone else to give them permission, for someone else to provide a solution. And like, please don't live your life that way. Just decide on something and then follow through. If it doesn't work out, like, I don't know. It was a funny moment, but I felt like it was very indicative, like I said, of how people that operate this way, that are like looking for signs, looking for advice, constantly seeking, searching, and, you know, chasing the answers outside of themselves. And a lot of this, it's like, you ever had a friend that like, that asks you for advice and you give them the advice and then they go and they do the exact opposite, or they just completely disregard your advice, and you're like, what the fuck did you ask me for advice for? It's because they're not looking for advice. They're actually looking for confirmation, validation, a sign, or yeah, just to take the accountability and responsibility off of themselves, or to feel better about whatever decision, instead of whatever you're seeking outside of yourself is something that you are supposed to be giving to yourself. So if you're running around clueless and you truly don't know what to do, or you don't know what the next step is, slow the fuck down and like think about what you're doing, because that's a dangerous, like, suppose you have this naive whatever way of, oh, what do I do? Like, that's how people end up in cults, low-key. Like, please don't do that. Like, please don't do that. And I'm not trying to maybe it's not that deep. Maybe they had a lot on their mind. They were going through a day or whatever. But that was a frightening encounter for me because a lot of people live that way. What do I do? Universe, stars, what do I do? What should I don't know. Like, what should you do? Like, I'm not saying to not seek advice ever or consider advice or get mentorship or, bounce ideas off of people. That's not harmful. As long as you come at it in a grounded place and you're not looking for someone else to validate or to truly direct your life. Like, it's your life, you're the director. I think a lot of us grew up this way where our parents were that, and then our whatever path that we followed, like our teachers, our whoever it was, were constantly directing us and telling us what to do. And if it's not that, it's religion. Like, what do I do? What do I do? And you're looking into the stars to this, like, whatever inanimate object that, like, you have all the answers within you. And until you accept that and accept responsibility and accountability for your life, you're going to be just like floating aimlessly. So stop looking for signs. You don't need another sign. You don't need a confirmation. You don't need validation, and you don't need permission. Stop looking for permission. Should I don't know. Da, da, da. And it's funny that I'm saying this because this lecture I should have played for myself like 5-10 years ago, because I was constantly looking for somebody to tell me, yes, you are capable. Yes, you can have your own business, create your own whatever it is that you want to create. Yes, you're good. You're good job. Like, keep going. And I really needed to do that for myself. And it wasn't until I gave myself that validation that I truly started moving in a direction that was actually meaningful and actually aligned and actually made sense, and things just started becoming easier and flowing, and opportunities and abundance and all of this. And you don't need a sign. You don't need, like, stop ruminating, and you need quiet. You need probably boredom. You need time to, like, sit with yourself, with your thoughts, with your feelings. You need to follow the biggest sign that there is, which is your fucking heart. Like, that's your sign. Oh, what should I do? How does this make me feel? Well, check in. How am I feeling right now? What is this making me feel? Why do I feel this way? Like, ask yourself these questions. That's your sign. And I've been guilty of this myself. Like, I'm doing readings. Oh my gosh, confirmation. Like, you don't need another fucking confirmation, and you don't need permission. What you need is the audacity to take yourself seriously and remember who you are. And until you do that, you're going to be floating, clueless, aimless, all of that. This is your sign. Your sign is to check in with yourself, to that sign, your heart, that thing beating in your chest. Yeah. Listen to your heart. Feel what you feel and follow that path. And then you won't need any fucking signs. You're going to stop seeking things outside of yourself, because that's not gonna build your confidence. And no matter how much validation, no matter how many clicks and likes and views and pats on the back, good job, like all that external bullshit, no, you don't need a sign. Oh, they see the numbers, the angel numbers, and like, I how I look at angel numbers and things like that is when I'm in alignment, I start noticing angel numbers more. And then in a way that's confirming that I'm on the right track and I should double down on what I'm doing, which is tuning in within and not like looking for more and getting too caught up in the signs. Although I do dabble and I talk about numerology and astrology, these are just reference points. These are just, like anything else that you consume. This is just something to enhance or a tool or just more information, but you have to take time to process it, interpret it, and come to your own conclusion. Like, okay, maybe you're presented with 10 different signs, but what does that mean? Don't chat GPT what the fucking signs mean. Like, if you see a bunch of signs or what you're perceiving to be signs, start asking yourself, like, what does that mean? Did you know that if you start asking yourself questions and you start journaling and meditating on it, that the answers will come? I don't know. Did you know that? They will. And they may not come instantly, but just the process of starting to ask the questions, questioning everything, the answers slowly start to reveal themselves. I don't know why I felt the need to channel this, but it's something that really frustrates me with the spiritual community, especially. This is your sign. You need to watch this right now, blah, blah, blah. Anything that is giving you the illusion that you're late for something or you need to jump on something right away or the timing or what, nonsense. Or anything that makes you rely on external sources, you are your own sign. Your inner compass is your heart. And if you're so out of tune with that or what that means, that's where we start. Okay? Get back tapped in tune, and see what that sign says. And then that's how you figure out what to do next. Not asking a random stranger on the internet, what do I do? What should I do? I see it all the time. Like, oh, blah, blah, blah. This is the text I received. This is what they did to me. This is what they said. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? No. No more signs. No more advice. You are the sign. Your heart is the sign. Like, that's all the signs you need. You just gotta remember, and you gotta quiet the noise. Stop searching. Stop. Always something outside of yourself. Always. No. The answers are within. Tap in. Lock in. Stop worrying about what's going on and the this and the that and the... None of that concerns you, okay? Focus. Focus on your sign. Your biggest sign. Your freaking heart, okay? I think that's all for now. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you so much for watching, for tuning in. I am so grateful to share this journey and be in this space with you. And if there's anything that you feel called to share, please do. Please leave a comment or reach out to me via email. I'll see you in the next one.